Have you ever felt this? You're sitting with 4 or 5 people. Everyone is talking, laughing, sharing stories. But when you speak, no one really listens. They hear others more. They react to others more. And slowly, you start feeling invisible. Have you ever experienced that? Today, we're talking about feeling ignored. And with me is our guest.
Yes, and it happens more often than people admit. Sometimes I'm in a group. I try to share something meaningful, but someone interrupts or changes the topic, and suddenly, my voice disappears. It hurts, because then you start asking yourself, am I boring? Am I not important? Why do people overlook me?
You used an important word, overlook. Overlook means when people fail to notice your presence or value. Please continue.
Over time, this creates self-doubt. Self-doubt means losing confidence in yourself. You start shrinking your personality. You speak less. You smile less. You stop sharing your ideas. And the most dangerous part, you slowly accept this silence as who you are.
That's scary, because silence created by pain is not peace. It's suppression. Suppression means pushing your real emotions deep inside. But tell me, why do you think this happens? Why do people ignore someone in a room?
Most people avoid. People don't ignore weak voices. They ignore uncertain energy. Let that sink in. It's not about speaking louder. It's about believing deeper. When you don't believe in your own value, others can feel it without realizing. Billionaires learn this early. They don't wait for validation. Validation means approval from others. They validate themselves. They walk into rooms already knowing, I belong here.
So confidence comes before respect?
Exactly. Respect follows self-respect. Let me explain. 2 people enter the same room. One sits quietly, shoulders down, avoiding eye contact. The other walks slowly, stands straight, speaks calmly. Same words, different presence. Presence means the energy you carry when you enter a space. People don't follow words. They follow presence.
Many listeners might be thinking, but I'm naturally quiet. I'm introverted. What about them?
Being quiet isn't the problem. Being invisible in your own mind is. Introverted means someone who gains energy from being alone. Some of the world's most powerful people were introverts. They learned one skill. They spoke when it mattered. Not often, but intentionally. Intentional means with purpose. They didn't try to impress rooms. They mastered themselves.
So instead of trying to be heard, we should become someone worth listening to?
Exactly. Here's a billionaire mindset truth. You don't compete for attention. You build value. Attention is cheap. Value is rare. When you grow internally, your skills, your discipline, your mindset, people naturally lean toward you. Not because you beg for attention, but because you earned respect.
Many people listening right now feel ignored. At home, at work, among friends. What would you tell them?
I'd tell them this. Being ignored today doesn't mean you'll be ignored forever. It means life is shaping you. Isolation builds observation. Observation builds wisdom. Wisdom builds power. Stop asking rooms to notice you. Go build something so strong that rooms start noticing themselves around you.
Isolation builds observation. That's powerful. Isolation means feeling alone. Observation means deeply understanding life. And this feeling of being overshadowed. Overshadowed means when someone else takes the spotlight. Maybe it isn't a curse. Maybe it's training.
Exactly. Every ignored person has 2 choices. Become bitter or become better. Bitter means living with anger and disappointment. Better means choosing growth. Billionaires always choose better. They turn rejection into fuel. They turn silence into strategy. They turn loneliness into a classroom.
Loneliness into a classroom. That line stays with you. Because when you're ignored, you finally get quiet enough to hear yourself. You start noticing your habits, your weaknesses, your strengths, and maybe for the first time, you meet the real you.
Yes, most people are afraid of being alone. But billionaires understand something different. They understand that isolation is a luxury. Luxury means something rare and valuable. When you're alone, you can think clearly. You can build skills. You can study life. You can create discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. While others are chasing validation, you're building foundation.
Foundation. That's powerful, because no one sees foundations. People only see buildings. They don't see the lonely nights. They don't see the self-doubt. They don't see the silent effort. They only see success.
Exactly. And that's why being ignored is not the end. It's the beginning. When no one is watching, you are free to become dangerous. Dangerous in a good way. Dangerous with knowledge. Dangerous with discipline. Dangerous with emotional control. Emotional control means staying calm even when life hurts. This is where leaders are born. Not in applause, but in silence.
So if someone is listening right now, feeling invisible, feeling unimportant, what should they do today? Not tomorrow. Today.
Today. Stop trying to explain your pain to people who don't listen. Start investing in yourself. Read. Train your body. Train your mind. Learn a high-income skill. Protect your energy. Energy means your focus and emotional strength. Turn your sadness into structure. Turn your loneliness into learning. Turn your rejection into routine. Because one day, the same people who ignored you will ask how you changed.
And that's when you don't brag. You smile. Because you remember the days nobody cared.
Yes, you remember the empty rooms, the quiet mornings, the long nights, and you realize being ignored saved you. It forced you to grow. It forced you to think. It forced you to evolve. Evolve means becoming a stronger version of yourself.
So maybe the real message today is this. If you feel ignored, don't chase attention. Chase excellence. Excellence means doing everything at your highest level, because attention fades, but excellence attracts.
Always. And remember, you don't need everyone to believe in you. You just need you. Build silently. Move patiently. Grow relentlessly. Relentlessly means without stopping. Your time is coming.
If you're listening to this right now, and you feel unseen, understand this. You are not invisible. You are in preparation.